Okay, now we're going to look at this other solid, which I want you to create. And, okay, I have a couple things going on here. All right. So the first thing you want to do is to be able to generate this is you want to look at the underside of it. And on the underside of it, all you see is, okay, is this a rectangle, dimensions 8 by 7. How do we know it's 7? Because we know the radius of this semicircle is 3.5, okay? So we got a rectangle of radius 7, I'm sorry, we have a rectangle whose dimensions are 8 by 7, and then on top of that we have a semicircle, okay? And the semicircle, of course, has the diameter 7, radius 3.5, okay? Now, so we construct that as our base, and then we pull that up for 4 inches, okay? So we pull that up for 4 inches, okay? And then, okay, so the surface area of that is, of course, just the semicircle, the lateral area of the semicircle, okay? So that's, you know, the 2 pi r h plus the lateral area of the prism, which is 8 by 7, okay, times 4. Now, now when we look at it from this vantage point, okay, what we see is, okay, we see that solid that we pulled up, okay, and then we see the semicircle, okay. Again, that semicircle is pulled back, okay, and we have the dimensions on that, so of course we can figure out that this is the lateral area from the semicircle. Now the total area, of course, includes, okay, the semicircular region over here, as well as this semicircular region, as well as this semicircular region. The only thing, and you got to be cautious with this, is you see that darkened gray area, okay? You don't want to include that as part of the surface area, because that is really kind of hollow. I think it actually shows up, which I probably can highlight. No, can't highlight. If I can highlight it, I would delete it, okay? But I can't seem to get to it, so it may be a matter of just an illusion. It is a matter of illusion, because when I look through this perspective, I see nothing there. So that you have to be real creative with your construction on it, okay? Not terribly difficult, but it's intriguing. It will cause you some concern, okay? One thing, just I wanted to show you with the other construction, some basis for building this, okay? So let me just start with kind of a new sketch here, just to illustrate, okay? And so if I want to, some techniques to incorporate for both of these two new sketches. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pivot this around, okay? So I'm just looking at the one plane here, okay? Doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Okay, so I'll do it this way. Okay, let's just construct a rectangle. Let's say. Okay, let's in this plane. We'll say 8 by 10. We'll use feet. 8 feet by 10 feet. Okay. Alright, so that's constructed, right? Now, here's the thing. I can build circles on and take away from this, okay? So let's control it, and that's it. Oh, let's go back again and construct this. I apologize. Okay, so let's get this. Let's get a rectangle, 8 by 10, constructed here, okay? 8 feet by 10 feet. All right, enter that. Okay, let's undo again. Sorry. Okay, one more time. Okay, this looks like it's in inches, so I'll keep it in inches. 8 inches by 10 inches. Okay? Finally. Sorry for that difficulty, okay? So now let's zoom in on that a little bit. Let's pan around so we can take a closer look at it, okay? Zoom in a little bit more. Pan it so we get a little bit of take on it. Now, I want to rotate this around so I'm looking only at from the top side, let's say. Okay, now I want to take a circle in here and add it. So it's going to find the midpoint. I'm going to sweep it out to the edge. It'll find it, okay? Now, okay, at the same time I want to do here in the same way, okay? And what I want to do is as follows, okay? I'm going to actually erase, okay, this part of the circle, okay? I'm going to have to point to it. So I'm going to point to this, and I'm going to erase that, okay? I'm going to erase this line segment. Of course, I have to point to it again. Point to it. I want to erase this, okay? And erase that, okay? Then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to point to this semicircle, and I'm going to erase that. Of course, I can just do that with the delete key. I'm going to point to this ring here and delete that. Then I'm going to point to this semicircle and delete that. So now, okay, if I orbit this around, I have kind of the shape that's kind of that you saw in both of those constructions, okay? So now if I select that shape, I can pull that up, the designated lengths of whatever I want, and pull that up 5 inches, let's say, okay? And there's a kind of combination shape to give you some idea, okay, about constructing that figure, both of those new constructions that we have to do. So there you go, some idea for you to still watch. It's done. That is all.